So would you say that you got a bunch of things going on right now?
Yes. Definitively, yes.
Definitive yes.
Rafi's tips for artists because he loves you.
Hola, you amazing artist. This is now the season of... This is a time of year where we are super busy with commissions and got all kinds of things going on, like projects and whatnot. Pretty much what happens is that our lives become this. It's a list of things to do.
Yeah, I didn't even scream for that long just now because ain't nobody got time for that.
Yep. This next question is totally relevant, and it is from Jade Dumbois Rail. Sorry, Jade.
I'm sorry, what?
What do you do when you have so many projects going on that you don't know which one to work on and if you will ever be able to finish them? There are two answers to that question. A, if you're giving yourself a lot of projects to work on and you are not following through and finishing your projects, then chances are that you're using your projects as a mode of procrastination. What that means is you're getting started on a project, you're really excited about working on it, and then you maybe run into a little bit of a roadblock. You put a pause on that project, and then you get started on another project, and the same thing happens, and next thing you know, you have 15 or 20 projects that are not finished, and you're not even sure if you're going to finish them. The other way of feeling like you have too many projects is because you actually have commissions coming in, and you have online orders, and you have all kinds of hullabaloo going on. Yeah. Now, the cool thing about the second one is that most of the time commissions have a deadline. So even if you procrastinate up until the last minute, you will most definitely get started working on that, or else you lose out on the commission. Now, if you have a lot of self-induced projects going on, what I suggest you do is make a list of the projects. Make sure that every single one on that list is something that you definitely want to finish. There might be stuff on that list that you had like some brain fart. Maybe you're not that interested in finishing it anymore. And if you're going to walk away from a project, that is okay. My advice is first go through that list, make sure that everything on that list is something that you definitely want to complete. If there's anything on that list that you don't want to complete, scrap it. Don't worry about it. You could maybe start something similar in the future at some point. But if it's something that you're not interested in doing, then why are you doing it? At this point, what I'm trying to help you with is to make it not overwhelming. Because if you do have 20 projects that are all half done and you're not getting them done, then that is overwhelming. And what happens when you get overwhelmed is that you don't do anything. You don't do anything. And the list just gets worse and worse. And then you get excited about one thing and you're like, oh, let me get that started. But then because you don't have those other things done, then that just gets added to that list, and then you get overwhelmed, and then you don't do anything. So in order to not get overwhelmed, cross off some of the things on the list that you're okay with not finishing, not even whatever. Just cross it off and scrap the project. Get rid of it. Don't have it somewhere where you're going to look at it, paint it blank, do whatever it is that you have to do. Just walk away from that project. Now, the things that are left on your list, and these are things that you want to get done, number them by priority. Which one is it that you want to get done the most, and which one is it that you want to get done, that's okay, it'd be cool if I got it done. Put that at the bottom of your list. Then the next thing I would do is pick the first 3 and essentially work on those tandemly. 3 at a time is too much for you, then do 2 at a time. And if 2 at a time is too much for you, then just work on 1. And when you get that one done, cross it off that list and move on to the next one, and keep moving on to the next one until you get all of those projects done.
Yeah, and it's okay to start something and then decide you don't like it.
Yeah.
Away with this painting. It is terrible and it smells and I hate it.
It is horrible. I forget when it was, but I was like determined, like I'm going to do this project where I do these like sewing things into the canvas and stuff. And then I got started on it. And halfway through, I was like, this sucks. I don't like sewing at all. Part of me was like, well, you got to get this done because you got it started. And to be honest with you, that project just sat there stale for like 6 months and was just staring me in the face like, you are a failure because you haven't sewn me up.
And you're like, shut up, ugly sock puppet.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
It was there. It was torturing me until I realized, like, wait a second. I don't want to do this. I don't want to create another one like this. Why am I letting this just sit there and torture me?
Remember that time when I decided I was gonna knit?
Uh-huh.
We had that body bag sized bag of yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually the universe was like, you shall get rid of all the yarn.
Yeah, it rained, it got wet, so
It
I
got
was like,
flooded.
and that was like one of the happiest days of my life, because I was like, why are we dragging around all this yarn?
I know. It turns out I hate to knit, but I love to buy yarn. If only there was a craft that just involved the purchasing of yarn.
So my 2 cents when it comes to this particular thing is take a look at the projects that you've given yourself to work on, write them down, and determine which ones are shite and get rid of those. And then the other ones, list them by priority and just work on them 1 to 2 or 3 at a time. If you guys do try this, let me know how it goes for you. Hopefully it goes really well. I don't know, everybody's different, so maybe it'll work for you, maybe it won't, but it's what works for me. And that's it. So if you guys have any questions for us, just leave them in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. You guys are totally awesome. I absolutely adore you. And if you like this and you want to watch more like this, just click right over here to subscribe. And that's it. Say goodbye, Klee.
Good day.
Adios.